Hey everyone, before the video begins, allow me to be a genuine chill and let you guys know that we are now streaming on Twitch. So if you guys would like to follow us on Twitch TV/genuinechillcast, I will post a link in the comments below. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. For 2 years, I've been playing Dead by Daylight, and no other game has been able to capture my attention for this long, other than Halo 3, which is the GOAT of multiplayer games, and if you disagree with me, I will throw hands. Although, the fact that Dead by Daylight has not only been able to hold my attention for this long, but for thousands of others as well, seems to be surprising due to the one common criticism I always hear about the game: the fact that it is repetitive. Now, you really can't disagree with that statement because at its core gameplay, Dead by Daylight is in fact repetitive. As a survivor, every game your objective is to repair gens, avoid the killer, and escape. Although sometimes you have to throw in getting face cam because you're running decisive strike every now and then, but that's a different discussion for a different day. Then as a killer, your job is to prevent survivors from finishing gens, down the survivors, hook them, and possibly face cam because they're being a toxic little shit and their teammates think they're being sneaky, but you can see Fang's bright ass blue hair in the distance. And for both sides, this is what you'll be working towards for every game you play, so the core of the gameplay is repetitive when you look at it, yet Dead by Daylight sits at 45,000 on all-time population on Steam, and constantly hits between that and 30k regularly. So what keeps players coming back for more each time? Well, this is where repetition can work in a game's favor. You know what you can expect and how the game can play out, but Dead by Daylight gives players the ability to modify how the game will be experienced each time. While you can't modify the core gameplay, you can, however, modify other aspects of it through the perk, add-on, and power system. In Dead by Daylight, each character comes with unique perks that can be unlocked along with a pool of perks that is open to everyone, and even then the unique perks can be unlocked to be used by other characters as well. As for the killers, they have their own unique perks as well, but each have a unique power that drastically makes playing as each killer a different experience. Both sides also share add-ons that they can attach to survivor items or the killer's abilities that range from buffs to even adding new features to the power or item itself. It is here where I believe you can find the value in the repetition through experimentation of the perks, powers, and add-ons. Going from a survivor's perspective, every game you will know you have to do gens and eventually you must escape a chase from the killer. So now you look at the perks and you think about what style you want to play in this specific game. Maybe you want to be fast, agile, and stealthy, so you'll equip perks that give you a sprint burst, cancels noises when performing a vault or hide action, make the trail you leave behind disappear faster, and a perk that makes your base crouch speed faster than your actual regular walking speed. Now you're like a ninja that could get in and out in a moment's notice. Unless you step into a bear trap, then you're kinda fucked. But the items in the game offer some really good benefits, so maybe you would like to use a potluck build to ensure that you can use all the chests across the map to your advantage for yourself and for your team. You can equip perks that will not only show you where the chests are, but will give you a higher chance to get a higher quality item out of it. And if you want even more value, you can equip a perk that gives you a chance to get an add-on with the item you just got out of the chest, increasing its power even more. Now you can look around the map for the chest and try your luck, turning you into a scavenger and utilizing the randomized elements of the game to your benefit. For the killer, you can use the perks to create devastating builds, such as a gen regression build that makes it extremely hard for the survivors to finish gens, meaning you have more time to hunt them down. You can use a hex build to spawn totems on the map to give yourself deadly benefits as long as they're up, although this adds a huge risk and challenge to the game as the survivors can destroy the totems. But if you're able to protect your totems, the reward is just as high as the risk, giving you great satisfaction as now you have become an unstoppable monster in the endgame. Even then, the killer's add-ons offer much more variety to the game while making your killer an even bigger threat. For Huntress, whose special ability is to throw hatchets at survivors, you can equip add-ons to make your wind-up time even faster, effectively turning her into McCree from Overwatch.
The Huntress, for example, or the Guntress, as some people have mentioned, had a kind of machine gun effect by being able to throw hatchets very quickly. We have reduced the effectiveness of those add-ons at the moment.
Or they could just say fuck it to that, I guess? Doctor can make survivors hallucinate even more by creating fake pallets and even fake heartbeats, causing them to be on edge the entire game. This can make your killer experience much more enjoyable by experimenting with add-ons and perk combos to create your own unique playstyle each time. Hell, with the right add-ons, you can even make Freddy viable. I'm sorry. I tried saying Freddy and viable in the same sentence, but I just couldn't keep a straight face. Anyways, the criticism of Dead by Daylight's repetition is very valid, but with the many items you could use to change your playstyle, I feel that having a repetitive core gameplay is fine as long as you add enough variables into it that you can still create a unique experience each time. Through repetition, we can learn the ins and outs of a game, and from there find out how to manipulate it to fit our goals as a player, whether that be adding a challenge in exchange for more in-game power, creating builds that fits the character's personality and playstyle, or even just saying fuck it and doing something really weird just because you can. If you find yourself getting bored with the game, or maybe the criticism still has you on the fence about picking it up, I personally can say I found much value in an experimentation with new characters, which always leads me to coming back to this toxic fucking wasteland of salt and misery. That I just can't help but love. Anyways, I'm Chris from Genuine Chill, and if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and maybe even consider subscribing. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.